What is up, conscious monkeys? Welcome to another episode of Catch Up with Clayton. As always, I'm your host, Clayton. And in today's podcast, I'm going to tell you why I am taking a break. But I don't want it to be viewed almost that way. It's more of me trying to lean into receiving energy and figuring out, honestly, what that even means. Because for majority of my life, pretty much all of it, now that I'm looking back on it, I've been plagued is probably not the right word, but I've been very much in my masculine whenever it comes to doing and creating and giving. And it's not that this is a bad thing. It's more that I want to find a way to bring it into more alignment with receiving, with the energy of bringing in the yin, the yin of that yang. And it's quite interesting too, because if you've been catching up with me, with Clayton, if you've been listening to the Catch Up with Clayton episodes that go back to October, we talked about with Halloween, how it was very much the time of things dying, old energies that no longer serve us dying off. And then as we moved into Thanksgiving and November, of the energy of things being grateful for those things that remained and carried through with what we have and what we want to be grateful for. Wow, my mind is really kind of just skipping here. I feel like I'm a record that keeps like just hitting that same little so stick with me here. And I'm starting to realize coming into December that it might be a very strong time to step into receiving energy. And I'm not an expert on what this exactly feels like, because as I've seen with my own parents, and who do I learn from more than my own parents, of very much being in the giving and in the doing energy. And I've noticed that with my podcast. And now that we're coming up on the end of the year, it's been probably about 15 months straight, which is crazy to me, of putting out podcast episodes. And I'm realizing that I need to take a step back and kind of take inventory of receiving, of the energy of. See, it's weird, guys, because I don't fully know how to articulate what receiving energy is. I started trying to look up some videos and whatnot, but the best that I could come up with, the best that I could kind of piece together and figure out, is that it's almost the energy of being present in the present moment, of not thinking, of not actually doing, and just allowing the universe to almost work in the background of my life and allow it to reorganize everything so that it shifts the things that I desire to shift, so that I can call in the things that I want to call in into the new year. And so that's what I plan to be doing for the next couple of weeks. I plan to come back to this on January 2nd. I'll release some podcast episodes, start that back up again. And even on my Instagram, I'm going to stop posting on Instagram. I might not even check Instagram. And I really just want to sit in the energy of receiving and almost allowing the pendulum to swing more into the receiving than into the giving. And if you're listening to this, you're likely, I'm not going to say for sure, but it's a high probability that you're in the same boat as me. Because if my energy attracted you here and you're still here, then it's likely that you may be doing the same thing as well. So I encourage you to step into that receiving role. I encourage you to see where in your life you might not be as grateful or expressing gratitude for people helping you out. Try asking people for more help. That was something I actually did today. I needed help with something, and instead of trying to force my way through it, I just took a second. I was like, wait, let me ask someone for this, help for this. And it takes practice, guys. I think that's really going to be my intention over the next 3 weeks, is feeling into that energy of receiving, of feeling into the energy of letting other people kind of do things for me and asking for help. I think it's a powerful thing to do. So what does this look like? Let me give you a few more examples. Someone holds the door for you. Express gratitude and thanks. And don't have this built up idea in your head, because this is what I do. So I'm kind of projecting here. Don't have this idea that you need to settle the score or even out the transaction immediately. Have more of this energy of like, this is grateful. You're receiving energy, you're receiving this giving from stuff you've already done. Don't try to just settle it up immediately. And I think this is the first step to kind of exploring this and just allowing those things to kind of cascade. Someone buys you a meal or dinner, be grateful for it. Don't fight it. Don't try to argue. And then don't try to settle it right away, especially if you can tell you're in this place of giving and masculine energy of doing. So hopefully that's something that you guys can take into the new year. And I really don't want to stretch this out because my energy is really telling me to just sit back, close the eyes, chill the fuck out, and receive. Stop doing. And I feel like a part of me recording podcasts is doing. I'll be honest with you. But I love doing it. I love doing it. I love serving you guys. I love helping out. I just need to take that step back. Just to recalibrate. And hopefully on the other side of this, I know I'll have a lot better answers and clarity for you guys, hopefully around the thing of energy, of through the energy of receiving. And it's crazy too, because I don't think that I've missed a week of posting in the last 15 months. So that's a crazy feeling as well. So cool. So cool in my opinion. What I also want to encourage you to do is, since this podcast is going to be the last for a little bit, I want you to please like and leave a review if you can. That'd be huge. That'd be a huge gift. I'll consider that my Christmas gift from you. And I'd be super grateful for that. But I really think that this is the energy of December. This is the energy of Christmas, is understanding that giving and receiving energy. So feel into that. And of course, this doesn't mean don't buy anyone Christmas presents. I don't want people shooting me emails like, so-and-so didn't buy me a Christmas present because I heard on your podcast that you're telling them they can only receive and I expected a gift from them. Don't do that. Still give people gifts. That's not what I'm trying to talk about. But this is what's amazing about some of the greatest truths in the world are really this catch-22. So hopefully something I said resonated with you. Please like, share. Share is a big one. If you know anyone else who suffers from this, maybe you were just talking to your best friend and they were saying how they were also feeling like they only give and cannot fall into their feminine of receiving. Getting massages is also a good example. So wow, I'll see you guys in the new year. That'll be crazy. I'm going to see you guys in the new year. I'm going to take a step back. Please share, please rate, please follow me at Clayton Cuteri on Instagram. Follow the podcast on Instagram at Traveling to Consciousness. Subscribe on whatever platform you listen to. And with that being said, we will see each other in the 6th dimension.